Trucks, ladies and gentlemen. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series season opener. We got it all here. This is the Motorsports Radio Breakdown, and welcome back to another year of racing, and welcome back to another year of Motorsports Radio Podcast Network, motorsportsradio.net. We can go over there. We're going to have stuff for download probably by tomorrow. We're a little behind schedule, but we're going to check stuff online, on demand. Same setup as last year. Spreaker.com fans, thank you very much. You got to give props to the Spreaker listeners and Spreaker that allows us to put this show together. And here we are, week number 1 of racing, and it's been eventful. Here it is, starting with the Camping World Truck Series season opener. NextEra Energy Resources 250, 100 advertised laps. Okay, 3 stages, 20, 20, and 60. Right, green flag flies 7:58 p.m. Eastern Time to start with Kaz Grala's number 33 Silverado in the pole position. Johnny Sauter, the 2016 Camping World Truck Series champion, started second, and starting third was Spencer Gallagher. So we've got the 33, the 21, the 23 in the top 3 as the field crosses the start-finish line to start the 2017 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series season with a lot of rookies in the field. And man, oh man, as we are crossing over from lap 1 to lap 2, the first big one, here it is. The 18 gets loose after contact from the 29, and a big chain reaction. 18, Noah Gragson, 29, Chase Briscoe, and a whole bunch of others. The 13, 02, 8, 22, 30, 51, 24, and the 19 also involved in this one. That'd be Cody Coughlin, Tyler Young, John Hunter Nemechek, J.J. Yeley, Terry Jones, Miat Snyder, Scott Lagasse Jr., and Austin Cedric. Kaz Grala remains the race leader, leading the field into the restart as the race returns to green at lap 11. Top 3, lap 3, right, so lap 13, Christopher Bell works up to second. The 33 and the 4 now battling for the lead as the first segment stage winds down. And lap 15, a new race leader, Christopher Bell, but just one lap later, Spencer Gallagher creeps up and passes Christopher Bell. And now we got Spencer Gallagher in the 23 truck becoming the new race leader. Close and tight, restrictor plate racing. As I mentioned, some people like it, some people don't. Lap 19, another new leader, Brett Moffitt, driver of the number 7 Tundra. And then Spencer Gallagher down in second, Christopher Bell in third, and then we get to caution number 2, lap 20. We get the 7 and the 4 side by side gets crazy loose, and the stage 1 actually ends under yellow. The 23 slight contact on the number 7, and then the 7 gets loose. And since the 4 was right next to that 7, the 4 gets loose, and then the 7 unfortunately goes into the infield wall. 23 Spencer Gallagher, 7 Brett Moffitt, 4 Christopher Bell. And the winner of stage 1 was Johnny Sauter, driver of the 21. So far, those who are wondering, there is a new flag to mark the end of stages 1 and 2. It's a green and white flag. This stage, however, ended with a yellow flag also. But, when they originally announced this format, the yellow flag was going to be used to start. The caution would come out to mark the end of segments 1 and 2. So even though they got the green and white checkered, it still counts as a caution. So keep that in mind if you keep a track that the caution, the breaks in between the first 2 segments, 1 and 2, and then between 2 and 3 are considered cautions. And in fact, all pit roll penalties are caution, yellow pit stop penalties. So the stage, however, with yellow as mentioned. Other unfoldings, Brett Moffitt passes the repair time limit and had to head to the garage. And then we get into stage 2. Also note that the laps are still getting counted, even though the segments ended. The laps are still getting counted, which, I was like, all right, I don't know, but it kind of keeps things moving, I guess. So in a way, it kind of works out. But stage 2 begins at lap 27 with Johnny Sauter in front, Kaz Grala in second, Scott Lagasse Jr. third. Brett Moffitt drops out, Christopher Bell down in ninth. 21, 33, 23 in the top 3. At lap 33, Sauter, Grala, Gallagher. Top 4 GMS Racing Chevys. Running fourth was Scott Lagasse Jr. and the 24 all Silverados up there in the top 4. And in a blink of an eye and a commercial break, we get to the end of stage 2. Only 100 laps, as we all know that the truck races are very short. And man, oh man, Jonathan Nemechek almost loses at that number 8 possible tire issue here. No caution. This happened at lap 38. It looked like the right rear just came off, and there was sparks and all that good stuff. But it stays green. Meanwhile, the 21 truck beelines towards the start-finish line, while the all-new green-white flag flies to mark the end of Stage 2. And the winner, once again, Johnny Sauter. 2 in a row for the driver of the 21 Chevrolet, and it's a checkered flag, as I mentioned, but it's green and white instead of, everybody knows the new flag by now, but interesting indeed. So this also marks the third caution, so now the trucks come down pit road. The field then gets set up for the start of the third and final segment. And the Daytona 500 starts the season. Actually the official start is with the Clash of Daytona, but Daytona weekend, after the Can-Am duels, the Daytona weekend starts with the trucks. So there it is. Segment number 3 starts at lap 47 with the new leader, Timothy Peters, the 17 truck, winning the race off pit road. 17-4 and the 21 now in the top 3. Timothy Peters, Christopher Bell, Johnny Sauter. But Christopher Bell scoots by that 17, and now Christopher Bell and the 4 become and then Christopher Bell and that number 4 becomes the new race leader now with 53 to go in this Truck Series season opener as we approach lap 50. A shuffling of positions here gets Johnny Sauter back in front to retake the lead. Grant Infinger now running second, Ben Rhodes in third, and that's the 21.98 and the 27 as we now enter the second half of Friday's event, the first truck race of the year. But Johnny Sauter didn't keep the lead for long. Just 2 laps later, Ben Rhodes puts the 27 truck ahead of the pack. 27, 24, 21, top 3 now. Ben Rhodes, Scott Lagasse Jr., Johnny Sauter, and then lap 67. A handful of trucks come in for some green flag pit stops. Then we get to lap 70, a switch up in the top 3. Ben Rhodes, Christopher Bell, Timothy Peters. Okay, now we got the 27, 4, 17. And then a little contact between the trucks at lap 71 brings out the third caution. Now, unfortunately, Christopher Bell's number 4 got some big-time rear-end damage here. The 4 gets contacted, and the trucks just start scattering. The number 5 truck was doing some bulldozing through the infield grass, the 5 Corbin Forrester. Johnny Sauter in the lead, still leading the field into this restart, now inside of the last 25. The restart would be at lap 77 with a 21, 33, 29 top 3, Sauter, Gralla, and Chris Briscoe. Gralla and Briscoe, both truck rookies. Christopher Bell at lap 79 was running 14th. Then here we come to lap 80, the start of the last 20. With that 21, 33, 29, top 3 now. Gralla up to second, Chris Briscoe down to third. And then we got Matt Crafton running 4th, Timothy Peters running 5th, but Matt Crafton's 88, a threat potential for the guys in front. But man, oh man, inside the last 20, the no blink zone, we get caution number 5. And here it is. John Hunter Nemechek, the number 8, gets loose, spins, and a loop-de-loop towards the infield. No contact here. The number 8 just got loose. Possible tire issue here. Johnny Sauter still in the lead as we go back to green, which was, I forget what lap it was. But then, and then the attack of the 88. Blake, the 88 is in second. And another Blake, the 88's in front. And a wild and crazy 3 wide on the final lap gobbles up that 88. And the winner of the Truck Series season over Kaz Gralla, driver of number 33, the pole winner, the pole setter, I should say, Kaz Gralla not win. The pole setter also gets gobbled up, but this would bring out caution number 6. And unfortunately, Matt Crafton's 88, when it looked like he was going to make his move, gets airborne in the air, upside down. And this was a crazy big one. Actually, you know what? No, hold on. So the 27 got loose. Here it is. Kaz Gralla did win. Here it is. The 27 got loose. Okay, and got into the 88, and the chain reaction, at least 10 trucks involved in this one, and as they showed in the truck camera on FS1, Michael Waltrip saying it looks like something out of a Hollywood movie, but Kaz Gralla, yes, did wind up winning the first truck season opener. My notes are all crazy. But dramatic finish to the season opener. Motorsports Radio Race Info, 6 cautions, 10 lead changes, fastest lap 193.686 miles per hour, and the best lap 52.029 seconds. Now the next truck race comes away from Atlanta, but here are the top 5 finishes for the Camping World Truck Series. Kraus Growler 33 does come in for the win. Austin Wayne Self finishes in second. Third is Chris Briscoe. John Hunter Nemechek comes in fourth. And Joe Nemechek would finish in fifth. That would be the 33, 32, 29, 8, and the 87. So there it is. All right. So now, we just mentioned earlier, there's a double header this Saturday. For those that are familiar with NASCAR, I know that the Saturday race at Atlanta, which they're heading to next, is the doubleheader. You got 1:30 p.m. You have Xfinity Series racing, and then at 4:30 is the next Campbell Truck Series racing. Both races on FS1 and then of course, as mentioned, both races from Atlanta. And that's going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have the full results coming up for all three races, as we always do. We're back to our normal format, and that's going to do it. So thank you for tuning in. Welcome back. From the Skybox Podcast Center up on Long Island, New York, this is Manny Allegretti, and this has been Motorsports Radio's Breakdown.